And welcome to episode 35 of the Pinche Podcast. Happy Wednesday, everybody. And today we have our very own special guest, beautiful special guest, I might add. Look at him. Look at him. Let me put him on. Let me put him on. Let me put him on. Where is he?
Where's the close-up?
He's right there.
I'm a regular. Yeah. I'm not a guest.
Hey, Travis. This guy's a badass Marine Corps sniper. He used to jump out of airplanes, Halo, Lolo, Lilo. He used to travel in submarines without any of that pressure. You know, that pressure suit. He didn't fucking need it.
No.
The
pressure
ocean
suit?
needed a fucking pressure suit.
I rode
him.
the submarine
For
like a horse.
Into battle. I love it.
Yeehaw. He's from Texas, so I would fucking
Shirtless.
I would definitely believe it. Hey, welcome to episode 35.
Hey, thanks for having me. Love what you guys do, and it's cool to be on here.
Hell yeah, second time. So this time we don't have to talk too much about you specifically, like who you are, right? Because we already know who you are. You're a fucking badass. Now we get to really dig a little deeper into like what you're made out of, like what you do.
What you got in there? What are you packing in there, bro? What are you packing?
You'll see.
Ooh.
What you packing in that cranium? I want to find out.
Hey, is it
you're talking above the waist.
Hey, is it
How many pichos?
no, is it Pichos compatible?
How many pichos you rocking in there?
By the way, my vote was this. This one
He
was
likes the
better than the
trolleys.
Kmart.
The troll Kmart?
I like those better than
Yeah,
those.
the Circle K, whatever it is, the
What ab-
generic.
What about the Love's pichos?
Hey, I got some comments on the other Pichos. They're like, "What the hell is
Oh,
that?"
too much?
No, it was funny. It's because
Oh.
I was stretching it. And
Yeah.
like, it really stretches. Like, it's like tuna can kind of girth.
It'll stretch that much?
Yeah, it'll go fucking.
It's got to be good for you then.
That's got to be good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, tell us something good. Something good. Something that happened today.
Okay, today. Well,
Besides your arm not getting broken.
Yeah, that was good. I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm 2 days into no social media. That's been
What?
interesting. Yeah.
No social media.
You sent me something like 2 days ago.
It was from LinkedIn. Okay.
No.
Was that like, no.
He
Like,
has a new
Dude,
professional
I shut it off
designation.
on January 1st, the evening of January 1st.
was that your last hurrah? Was my message maybe the last hurrah?
Could have been.
I'm going to check.
Hey, that's
bro.
kind of special.
I feel special.
Why?
I don't even know what I sent. But
Damn.
Everyone's about to find out. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you gonna put it on the Jamie? This is our Harry.
No,
Jamie.
I just want to see when he sent it.
So
Oh, 4 days
social
ago.
media.
Sorry.
So why? Tell us why.
no, I mean, I was on it too much. I think it's easy to see. You can check your screen time and all that. So I would see how much time I was putting in specifically to social media. Wasn't okay with what I was seeing. I've got almost 3-year-old twins at home. Some of where I work, we have a lot of development classes and just a lot of curriculum that's fantastic and helps you develop both at work and outside of work. And so I'm in this 1.5-year program called Listening Skills. And
What was it called?
Listening Skills.
Oh, okay.
And through that program, great job. I was a little late to the dance on that one.
Hold on. Bum.
Where's
Yeah.
your little?
I know we need it.
I need that thing.
Okay.
That was well played. I got to give you that one.
Thank you.
No, so in that, like, you had to go through and figure out times in your life where you felt like your parents listened to you, times where they didn't. And anyways, you go through that, and I realized that on some of my examples that I was doing some of the same thing to my kids.
Oh.
And I went, man, I don't want to be sitting here staring at a phone when my kids are wanting to engage and play with me. And so I thought, man, like, this is real. This is way more important. And then I signed up to compete in PANS in March.
Nice.
And so I thought, man, I'm going to focus on PANS and kind of championship mindset and focus on my family and just get my priorities in line and allow that time margin back into my life to put into stuff that's more meaningful. And so I
love that.
stepped away.
I love that.
I love it. Yeah.
I love that. Like the old, I guess I don't know how old you are, but my generation was like, the old newspaper thing, right? Like, your dad would be, reading the newspaper or whatever, right?
Buried in it.
And it was like, I'm not like traumatized or anything by this, but you would definitely notice and be like, dude, like what's going on? Like, what are we doing today? Like, take it easy. I'm, reading the newspaper or whatever, right? Now it's like memes and jujitsu memes or whatever kind of memes you're looking at, right?
Do you want to talk about it a little bit more? It sounded like I felt a little bit of.
I might need maybe next podcast.
It'd just be.
I need a week.
Yeah.
I need a week.
Did he hit you with the paper?
Only when you deserved it.
Me and the dog, both of us, with a single swing.
Hey, what about Joe? Like, what did they do back then? It was
Back then, it was like reading
Telegram.
the tablet, the stone tablet.
There wasn't much to read because those
Right.
tablets were pretty heavy.
The
And you learn not to talk while your mom or dad reading the tablet because unlike the newspaper, if you get hit by a tablet, you're in the hospital.
boom.
like the chancla, the wooden chancla.
You were at the village shaman doing
We
throw the powder on you.
basically read smoke. We read
Smoke signals.
Yeah,
Smoke
we read-
signals.
Yeah.
The
So,
memes, the
yeah.
jujitsu memes were through smoke
Yeah.
signals. I love that.
Like,
White belts.
ended up covered in smoke. Good one, Johnny.
Like Morse code. I like that.
Totally me.
No, but that's
Right.
respectable. Yeah.
L-O-L.
If you go on this only works for iPhones, okay? You go to your iPhone, go to settings, and everybody that's listening, go to your iPhone settings,
It's the interactive portion
and then
of the
go,
podcast.
and then go to screen time. Go to screen time, and then you could see what your daily average is. And
Let's pull
I'll
it
tell
up.
you what.
Let's pull it up.
I'll tell you what.
Where you
Mine.
at?
Look at mine. Mine is
Hours, man.
average screen time is 10 hours and 52 minutes a day. Let me see yours. Yeah, you're 7 hours.
Where was
I'm
it?
at 6.
You're 6. So go to settings, and then go to screen time.
We should be able to go
I'm
down.
sorry. Let me
Yeah,
see.
6 hours,
Yeah.
45 minutes.
6. That's.
I think I'm winning. I'm the winner
Does
here.
it count
I
if
got the
you're
least amount.
listening to
Yeah.
podcasts though, or does that count as screen time?
No. screen
I
time.
don't think that counts as screen time.
Oh,
What's
okay.
your top apps?
My top apps. How do you find that?
You'll see at the bottom. You
it's at
you
the
click
bottom.
on the screen time and then you scroll to the bottom. You'll see which one takes up the
See
most.
all apps. I got YouTube, Messenger, Instagram, phone. I'm on the phone a lot though.
I can't see
Yeah.
where.
And then Outlook.
Oh,
Clock.
see all apps.
Fuck.
Texting.
Damn, this is see this
It's
I like
scary,
this.
right?
I like this because it gives us
Then YouTube.
a little bit of some awareness of
Yep.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
On YouTube, Instagram, Reddit.
Reddit. Interesting.
I spend a lot of time on Reddit.
Yeah.
I do Reddit too.
Is that where you found that beautiful hat?
That's why-
You know what it
Yeah.
reminded me of, really quick, is remember that Seinfeld that Seinfeld episode when George buys that big Russian hat?
I think
do
I do.
remember that
I think I do. Yeah, yeah.
Was that like?
And he was like trying to make it a thing, and everyone's like, it's not
Or
going to
the
be
puffer.
a thing.
Not
Yeah.
gonna catch on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
how
the,
about that big-
the jacket. Oh, I love the jacket.
Dude, y'all remember starter puffy jackets? You remember when starter puffy jackets
Yeah.
were cool?
Starter puffy? Tell me
Look
what
at
a
what's
starter
the-
puffy
What?
is.
Let's
You don't know?
look
Oh,
this
you
Oh, like the sports team ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The starter.
Dude,
Pull it up.
that was the thing.
Jamie.
bro.
Dude,
And it
I
had
have,
to have the little starter symbol here, otherwise it was a
Yeah.
knockoff.
Right.
I have a really sad story about the starter puffer jackets.
No, those aren't it. Those are.
It's like this style,
You
right?
got the
No,
knockoff.
no.
that's a
it's-
knockoff.
Yeah.
Like
they're-
this one?
No.
Right
This
there,
one.
the Arizona State one is
This
kind
one.
of kind of what
Mhm.
kind of what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, like
the-
this one. Like this one.
That was the jam back
Like this.
then, dude.
So I had
Oh, yeah.
so
Oh, shoot, I think I still have one of those.
yeah, these were the bomb back in the 90s. In 5th grade, like everybody in our class had a starter puffer jacket, and everybody had a different sports team. And I was like, man, I really want to start a puffer jacket. Like everybody at school has one. I really want to get one. And my parents got me one for Christmas. It was a 49ers one. It was gold, the old school gold 49ers like color pattern. And I had it for easily like 15 years, like 20 years. And then I go away to like, move somewhere or something.
No.
And my mom freaking tosses it. She gave it away. She like donated it to like the Goodwill or something. And I came back. I'm like, hey, where's my 49er gold puffy jacket? Like, I love that thing. And she's like, oh, I gave it away, son, or whatever. I'm like, oh, she saw how sad I was about it. And she's been looking at the Goodwills to see if she could find another one or find like one similar to it.
eBay, man.
Well, she doesn't know how to use
Yeah,
it.
I got $250.
Like on a scavenger hunt.
Let's see.
Let's do
Let's see what
eBay
you
right
got.
now. See if we could start a
Look,
GoFundMe for Johnny.
$250. Look at this. $250.
Hey, I was looking at the GT Dyno,
Oh yeah.
the BMX bikes, the one I had like growing up. They're like $3,000 now.
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, and it has rust.
Oh, Johnny.
Medium, dude.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's
This
it.
is it. This is it.
249.
It's exactly like this. And this is how much it was. I think back in the day, it was like $200.
To
You
get
think
one
so?
of those?
No, they were like 120. I
No,
remember.
they were like
Inflation,
$200.
baby.
Inflation.
Deflation.
Well, when we make it big on this podcast,
We'll get you a gold one. You can wear
Look.
that with the
Oh,
hat.
look at
So
that.
it was like this one,
Oh.
dude. But starter. It was like with the hood. It had the hood too. It was exactly like this one. Oh,
Dude, he's reminiscent. Look at
Dude,
him. He's
I'm like-
your
look at
face.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Let
That's
me pull
a
it up.
face of hurt.
look at this,
Hey,
guys.
this
Look
is
at
fucking sad. I don't agree with this. Why is it called vintage, man? That was
Because it's 30 years ago.
vintage is like 60s and 50s, 70s.
Not anymore, bro.
Not anymore, brother.
I love it, dude.
When
I
your
love
music
it.
is called classics, you know you're old.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
90s classics, bro. 90s classics.
Get out of town. No, that's sad.
That's a pretty legit one too.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna tune out,
That's
guys. I'm looking for
depressing.
jackets for the next hour.
This is what social media. See that? It sucks
Yeah,
you
it
in.
sucks
man.
them
Dude.
in.
Is this social? No, this isn't social media.
Well, screens.
Oh.
Screens in general.
oh yeah,
It's the magic box.
Mm-hmm.
it
The
is.
magic. But before all this screen time, how did people use their time? What did you
I don't know.
guys do?
You tell us.
Well, we used to play kick the can, and man, we would do that for hours. And that poor can, we kick the shit out of it. And we'd kick it down the street all day. And then when it was high noon, that was our halfway point. We'd kick it back.
Mm.
Sunset. Those are good
We used to
old
put it
times.
on the tire. We used to run over it on our BMX
Oh, I remember
tire,
when the
and
tires
then
were
it used to
invented.
sound like a little motorcycle.
Nice. I love that.
We used to hit each
Love
other with sticks too. That was another fun time.
That
And
explains
if I
it.
had screen time for how many times I was hitting people with sticks that got hit, it'd probably be like 13 hours 45 minutes.
That's your stick beating screen
Stick
time.
time.
Stick time.
I wish
man.
we had stats on that kind of stuff.
It was part of that used to learn how to dodge your mom's chunk.
There's
line.
no
Ooh,
no
the
dodging
chancla,
that.
dude.
It's like
that shit would.
There's a second one
around.
coming right
Yeah.
behind it. Too.
there are weapon systems out there, and this guy could verify that there's no way you can avoid a missile thrown by your mom in shape of a sandal. You could dive over the couch. You could run around the corner. You could even grab one of your siblings to block it. It's gonna hit you.
Lockheed is still trying to figure
It's
that out.
locked
too.
in.
Lockheed is still trying to figure it out. They're like, what is the propulsion system for this
The
freaking
chancla.
for the
You
chancla?
send a bunch of moms pissed off to war, and it will be over like that. I don't even think there'll be one casualty. Could you imagine if you saw like 10,000 moms with sandals
The
marching into a
humiliation.
country?
The humiliation.
Wait. But they're pointy and they're made out of wood.
No, they would all lay down their weapons. Be
The
like,
fi-
I'm not messing with
Did
that.
you know that, Travis?
What a chancla is?
Well, there's a Mexican, traditional chancla, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is either leather or rubber.
Yeah.
Okay, it flexes, it hurts, it stings. But then there's a Filipino chancla, and that one is
Dude,
made out of wood.
you
like
gotta
it's
see this
actual,
thing.
It's actually
Well,
wood.
watch what we put up.
Oh, whoa.
It auto replaced sandal to
Scandal.
scandal.
Scandal. yeah,
Hey,
Still not.
thank
not
you.
good.
Safe search, bro.
Put wood.
Save search.
Wood.
Oh no,
Hey.
no.
Okay, wood sandal, please. I'm worried what. Okay,
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
Okay, now I
That could
can bring
have
it
that
up.
could have even made it worse, really, if you think about it.
Yes, it could have.
Wood scandal.
I'm glad it didn't.
I'm a lady boy.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Well, here's the vintage, bro.
There's a,
What do you think about these vintage right here?
yeah.
You're
See,
gonna give
those
Joe
would hurt.
flashbacks.
Those would hurt.
The
Those would
ones
hurt.
that strike a chord with me if you go down a little bit.
Like this
and
one
I
has
love
a
your
little
mom.
wooden foot in it.
Well, God. Keep going. The ones my mom didn't have any of the colorful ones. She had the basic ones.
The one with the
Those are
point.
fancy.
On the far
Yeah.
right.
Well, look at the heels on these things. That's the thing.
Dude, how's that comfortable?
You don't say anything. You don't say
So like
one
this
thing.
one?
Oh,
No, it was, no, not that bad. Kind of like those, the Metro style in the middle of that middle row. Kind of like that. My mom had ones like that. If
Oh,
I
like that.
remember.
Okay, like this.
Yeah,
Mm.
but the wood, gosh.
Let's give it a click here, bro.
real.
Oh
Ooh,
man,
look at that. Bakia.
Backyard
looking.
looking good.
What's up?
What's Bakya mean?
Looking pair.
So
Right, Bakyacha.
so I got a joke for that. So
Bakya.
kindergarten class, mom's
You
teaching
said
the
it right, yeah.
kids.
Bakyacha.
And she says, "Hey, does anyone want to use the word bakya in a sentence?" And the little Filipino boy goes, "Yes, me, teacher. You know, you Joyce up. Can you use bakya in a sentence?" And he's like, "Yes. You know, after you call me, I call you bakya."
That's a good one. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
But bum.
I'm on a roll today.
All right. On that note,
I'm like,
no screen time.
Nutella,
That's something
dude.
good. What?
Hey, that's good. That's a good one. I
What-
I might
yeah.
subscribe to that one too.
So
Actually.
how I did it, because I've tried this in the past, like I would just erase the app and then a few days later I'd re-download it and
just
be right back
re-download
on
it.
it,
Need it
right?
for
Make it easy.
something.
So I talked to a buddy of mine that like got off social media for good. I did it for 90 days. I'm gonna see where I'm at in 90 days. But he told me, he said I went online. I went to a random password generator website, created a password, and changed my password, erased the app, wrote the password down on a piece of paper, and put it in my safe. So that's exactly what I did. I just made a password, wrote it down, changed it, erased the app, put the paper in the safe, and now like I couldn't get on Facebook right now if I tried. I'd have to.
You would have to go to
get
your
into
safe.
my safe.
Yeah.
To get in there,
There's a little bit of like humiliation too that comes with
dude.
like
And the fact that I had to go through those steps
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like, I mean, that's
Yeah.
where I'm going, man, I'm addicted to this.
Yeah.
Like this. And as I prepared to get off of social media, like the things my mind was telling me. And I mean, look, I've struggled with addiction in the past and,
Yeah.
non-screen time addiction.
Yeah.
And I'm going, wow, the things my mind is telling me to justify why I shouldn't do this is exactly what my mind was telling me years past when I made some other changes in my life.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm getting off this. Like,
I'll do one better for you to help you if that doesn't work. New password, you roll up in a little piece of paper, you swallow a pill, and then if you really want that password, you got to dig through your own feces
every
to
2 days.
retrieve it. Every 2 days.
Every 2 days you got to
the
generate a new password.
changes. It's a random password generator with a gel capsule, and you have to swallow it 2 days later. And if you really want, you dig through your own feces. That
I think
will
that's
stop
going to
you.
definitely be my next step if this doesn't
I will
work.
help you with that.
Yeah. All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
how are you
how?
going to
How?
help me find the password?
looking, just the looking part. He wants to help you.
How are we going to?
It's like, I can't find it.
I'm ready, Travis. I'm ready.
Yeah. Let's find it.
I am
together.
ready.
But you really got a healthy diet.
I am ready, Travis.
It's that boba. It reminds me of the boba.
Is that like the bringing back the boba episode?
Man, that was still the only episode where we actually got people kind of upset. We've said some crazy things in the
About
past,
boba.
but
About boba.
it's the boba that
That's where you draw
actually
the
we got
line.
people-
Boba kind of looks like goat poop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it tastes better. I hope.
Oh,
I've only had boba. I knew I shouldn't have said that.
I hope.
I hope.
You know.
What
just
do you
saying.
guys
You reveal
into?
too
Just
much.
saying.
You reveal too much.
Hey,
He
so,
is a ranch boy.
hey, so tell us something good. on your end?
It's just a new year. I'm big on.
Hold on. It's
just a new year.
Yeah.
It's a badass new year. New year, new you.
Okay.
Oh,
And so, no, it's the new year, and I'm a big believer in goals. Some people say, well, why do you have to wait till New Year's to start? I believe in that too, but I think, and I actually do this with my students, some of the studies show that actually people that do start goals at the beginning of the year have a higher success rate than people that, it doesn't mean you shouldn't have new goals forming all the time, but there's something significant about starting with the new year with something. And so I have goals for me in terms of my physical goals we could talk about. I have goals in terms of my personal relationships. And I'm going to try to challenge myself. I'm going to have more spiritual goals this year too. So I'm going to work on those 3 things.
I want to hear about those.
Yeah. Good. So that was one of the things I hope we could touch on. But I like the fact that it's a new year. It's our first podcast for the year. 2023 is over. And there are ups and downs like in any year. But I always like to kind of look back and reflect and then say, okay, this is what I learned. These are the things that went well. These are things that didn't go well. What can we do to have another year? I want each year to be better. And I just don't want to say it. I want to actually have a plan for it. So that's my good news.
I like that.
Awesome. I love it.
That was magical.
I love you.
What's
I
up
like
with
that.
Johnny? Aside from that beautiful hat, like
What up? What up? Where am I at? Where we at?
right
there.
there.
What
wait,
up?
hold on, right there.
I got my flappies, dude. I'm gonna fly away, bro. Flappy bird up in here. No, man, it's been a good part of the new year so far. I think. I trained today. I think that was pretty good. I was a little bit worried about like when I was gonna come back after the vacation. My back. I drove to El Paso. Drove back from El Paso on Tuesday, and so it was like driving that many hours. That's how I hurt my back.
Yeah, I've done it.
Rolling with you, I was in a plane for like 5 or 6 hours. My back was sore, and then I went and I trained.
Yeah.
And I totally pulled my back like pop. So I was a little bit worried about that. So I was glad I didn't get any injuries today. And I was glad that Luisa didn't paper cut me today.
It was close.
That it was close, but I think I got the recipe to block the paper cutter from the north south now.
Yeah.
I think I got the secret recipe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was good. And then I'm participating in January, where you try to make a new song every single day in January. I'm 2 down. I got to make another one when I get home really fast. Bust out January day 3. But first 2 days are in the record books. I think it's the first time that I've actually hit the first 2 days. So
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
it was nice to see those coming back. And
Hell yeah.
those,
Hell yeah.
Have
it's exciting.
you've heard them, right?
Oh yeah.
They're hilarious.
I followed in past.
The money
Followed
jams.
you on.
How are you gonna hear
it's-
my money
Oh,
jams now,
that's
dude? How am I gonna?
right.
I'm gonna text them to
In
you.
the past.
In
Are you
the
text?
past.
Are you text?
I
Are you
text.
textable?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
we'll text.
Yeah, but then
Oh.
that's still.
Well,
I'm gonna send you all the Instagram memes on via text, bro. Screenshots.
You're
You
just
can
gonna-
run, but you
You're
can't
gonna make
hide.
me dig through my own shit. Or you're gonna end up digging
He
the
is
passwords out
an
of my own
enabler.
You can
Oh,
run,
shit.
but you
he's
can't
gonna text it,
hide.
John. I need my fix. Send me another.
Send me something,
Another
dude.
Send me a
jam.
TikTok.
I need a jujitsu meme.
I
Quick.
need to see a TikTok with a kitty chasing a laser pointer.
I need a white belt meme. Quick. I'm going to train. Need to get fired up.
Hey, what about WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'm on WhatsApp. I mean, the messaging services. You know.
Yeah. All right.
That doesn't
Gotcha.
count. That doesn't count.
I know that's what Christopher says because Christopher hasn't been ever on
YouTube? What
social
about
media.
YouTube?
Social.
YouTube's okay?
Yeah, I'll do
For
YouTube
jits?
like in my living room and like put it up on the TV.
Okay.
But I don't
Not on
usually
your
get
phone.
sucked in the wormholes on
Yeah.
YouTube.
That's good. That's good.
What about sports? I mean, would you consider TV screen time, or do you try to limit that
Like
to
football?
Yeah, I watch sports.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You know, like, for sure.
We gotta
Yeah.
watch football. Yeah, football. How about
But
that?
that's more like relaxed time, I guess you could say, chilling out time.
I mean, I worked in sports, so
Did you-
like.
can you-
it's
did you
kind
tell
of
us-
a-
did you tell us
kind
about
of
that
a
last
thing
time?
where-
Did you explain that last time when you were with us?
Maybe briefly.
Can you go more into that real quickly? I'd like to know because it's fascinating. And just in my mind, you've lived 3 lives already. You're successful in all 3. So can we go back again, just for the people who haven't seen the previous episode? Can you give us your background about you being in the military and whatever you're comfortable with, and then you make this transition, and then you make this transition. Actually, it was MBA first, correct?
MBA.
No, it was military.
Military?
Yeah,
Okay.
so did 8 years in the military. Entire time was spent in the special operations. Obviously, there was some time to work into that, right, and go through the appropriate schools and everything. But did my whole time in the Marine Corps in the special operations world. Went to sniper school and graduated that as well. And, just brought that skill set back into my team. And then deployed and did some time in the Mideast and all that. And then got out of the Marine Corps and went into coaching with the San Antonio Spurs and was a strength conditioning coach with them for 3 seasons. Was an assistant. I wasn't the, words matter. I wasn't the head strength coach. But did that for 3 years.
That was with Popovich during that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't win a championship. It's always like the next question is like, did you get a ring? I will say, though, that the best record the Spurs ever had, I was on that team. We won 62 games.
Nice.
But did that and then went into nonprofit. And a dear friend of mine, many people know of him, Chris Kyle, the American Sniper, is a good friend. He had started a veteran nonprofit, and so I took over that nonprofit and became the executive director. Did that as a profession and was in charge of that when he was, murdered and passed, and then transitioned out of that and went in the business sector, and have had a fairly good run in the business sector since. So
Nice.
Kind of the flyby of my resume bio, if you will. So.
Yep.
When you say business sector, that's very ambiguous. If you can,
Sure. That's been
the business sector means. Yeah.
So, primarily sales and startup, but with bigger companies. So, like my first, real job out of all of this other unorthodox stuff that I've done was with a company called 511. So, it's like a gear and apparel brand, and so I ran sales for the state of Texas for 6 years, and primarily on the public safety and government side. So that would mostly translate to like the border, and handled government gear and things like that.
Nice.
And so manage that. And there's obviously some transferable stuff from my time in the military.
Oh, absolutely.
And so did that, and then transitioned to go work for Holt, which is they own the Spurs, and they made their family fortune. They invented the Caterpillar, so that big yellow machine. They invented that a long time ago.
Wow.
That's where that family made their fortune, and so I enjoyed working for that family, even though it was with the basketball side of the house. So I went to go work for them on the heavy equipment side, and I've moved around within the company, and just recently, like a month and a half ago, took a promotion.
Nice.
And
Congrats. That's
moved to
awesome.
another company within them. So, but I'm on the Holt Caterpillar side now, and I work in heavy equipment.
Nice.
Run a
That's
sales-
awesome.
run a sales team.
I wouldn't say you're a caterpillar based on your life story. You're actually a butterfly.
I'm a beautiful butterfly. Thank you.
You just
How many butterfly transitions have you had? It sounds like a lot. You're butterflying all over the place, dude.
Trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up, man. Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, you're like a cat. You've had like 4 lives already.
So right now, what is the specific role?
So the new job, so I became a regional sales manager. I run a sales team now, and we, basically when you have a big multi-million-dollar tractor and it breaks, then one of our sales guys comes out there and figures out what it's going to take to get it back up and running and sell you that service. And so I run a team that supports that effort.
I have a quick question on this. I know you have like 20 topics over there, Joe, that you're firing up. But hey, what is your thought on the right to repair? I know that's a really hot topic with like any kind of tractor. Like I know the John Deere thing is like really crazy. I don't know how bad Caterpillar is with this, but there's this big movement on the right to repair your own equipment, right? And with
like the phones.
Apple's in like a big lawsuit with this, I think, in Europe. Anyways, people are finding it impossible to fix their own like tractors and fix their own, phones and fix their own devices, whatever it is, because the companies are shipping software with the devices that is impossible to fix unless you have a certified whatever technician come out there. And obviously to get the certification, you have to like go through a bunch of hoops. And it's just like another way to make money, right? It's basically like a service subscription that you have to pay, right?
Yeah.
And being in the sales, in the tractor sales, I don't know, like, hate to put you on the spot here, but
no, honestly. So I've not heard this. This is a big topic.
Okay.
I would say that my view on it is that, when you buy a new machine like that, there's a warranty that comes with it, just like a vehicle. And so if there's an issue at that point, then certainly it probably would make sense to just have someone else pay for it, because that's part of the built-in cost. As far as after that warranty's up on that machine, I don't know, maybe I'm not aware of it because we're not really seeing that in the cat space. Because really,
it's that good.
Is that good?
Well, no,
Wow.
and I mean, look,
good salesman.
Everybody,
Good salesman.
everybody has their.
Let's see why you got promoted. We don't really have that problem.
We really don't have problems with our
I
products.
don't know about those other companies, but
Yeah. So Apple, yeah.
No, I mean, really, we have, mom and pop that compete against us, and they're able to come out and fix machines, and they don't have near the technology or whatever computer software to get in. So, I mean, we're often still battling that outside small competition, and so, man, and honestly, a lot of our customers have their own technicians on staff, and they just call us for parts.
I was just gonna say that.
So, and
you have to,
or they pay to have a full-time resident, one of our technicians full-time on their basically become one of their employees. They just pay the hourly rate, we pay the benefits, and so they're oftentimes fixing their own. So I don't know if that's just something that's maybe on like the computer side of the house that is happening in certain pockets within the industry, but it's not something that I'm seeing.
yeah,
I know it's happening with Tesla, right?
Yeah.
Like Tesla, you can't do very
it's
much
hard to
on
get.
it.
Yeah, it's hard to get it serviced. The Ford, the new electric pickup that they shipped. There was a story just like last week where somebody tried to install the firmware update and it failed and it left them stranded, and it came up a big message on their dash said
Warranty
this
void.
vehicle is no longer operable. The firmware update failed. Here's a list of some local tow services, and here are the instructions for the tow vehicles to actually tow this car, because not any tow service can tow this car. And so they were basically stranded there, unable to drive their car. The car was totally fine. It was just some software thing that failed to update. Anyways,
They should have some pedals, like where you can start. That's manual, right?
Little Flintstone action.
Yeah, I mean,
I miss those cars. Didn't have any problems. Didn't have to buy tires. Didn't have to worry about air conditioning or radiator or any of that bullshit. Just go and you just get to places. Simpler times.
Walk in your wooden, what are they called?
And your wooden baklas.
Bakyas.
I'll tell you what. Didn't cost no $150 for a freaking shoe.
You just make them.
So let me so we're with that, but now another thing that I'm interested in, young man, is how did you get into jiu-jitsu? Because you're always evolving as this little butterfly going from flower to flower. And how did you land on the pedals of the jiu-jitsu rose?
Look at you
Wow.
with your setup.
So colorful.
How long have you been working on that? Was
It's
that
one,
on
of
the
my,
fly?
it's one of my personal goals.
To write a poem for each question you ask? That
He brings out the best in
was
me.
beautiful.
So
man.
jits,
The
how did
Jiu-Jitsu flower rose pedal.
yeah, you smelt it and then you just
let me unpack
Speaking
that.
of smelted, I think you did literally smelt
Yeah.
it, right? You guys were at a
Dude.
sewage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Okay, so how did I get into jiu-jitsu? You look, in the Marine Corps, and what I was doing in the Marine Corps, we do combatives, and we do, we've got to make map, but we did additional training on that.
I'm getting scared.
And I enjoyed the striking sports, honestly, more when I was doing a little bit of all of it. But man, I've had so many concussions and ended up taking a pretty good brain injury on a deployment. And I thought, man, I can't keep taking shots to the face. And also, like,
CT, man, it's real.
dude,
totally
it's real. And
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I got tired of getting hit in the face too, so I wasn't very good at it, I guess. So
But a lot of people stopped fighting you because their hands were broken.
yeah. No, man. And so then it was just, I remember trying to find something to do to stay active. I was struggling with weight. I was struggling with just, depression and all the things that you benefit from being active, and remembered that I enjoyed jiu-jitsu. I had a buddy of mine from the teams that was a world champion with Bellator and Strikeforce.
Oh, wow.
And it was
Oh,
like
wow. Who was that?
Chad Robichaux. He was
Okay.
a recon Marine and like 4th degree, 5th degree now under Draculina, and won the belt with Bellator and won the belt with Strikeforce as a flyweight before UFC had flyweight. And he was a good friend, and I looked up to him, and he, jiu-jitsu was impactful for him. So I called him. I was living in Houston at the time, and just said, man, help me find a gym. And he like immediately knew somebody and joined that gym and started getting in the formal, gi jiu-jitsu in Houston, and got the hook. And then, like a lot of people, got into it, got out of it, got into it, got out of it. And then I think, you hinted at where that place has taken me. Like, I was a part of a gym where we were in a single wide trailer. The floors were rotten, so we had to put particle boards, so we were crashing through the floors.
Oh my God.
And you couldn't start standing up because the interior walls were so thin that if you fell into them, you'd fall through the wall.
Yeah.
And then that evolved into a metal shed out in a field with no plumbing and no AC. And when it was 105, it was 105, and it was 30, it was 30. And then on the other side of that
Freaking
metal
hot
building,
box, bro.
dude, they built porta-johns and cleaned them. So there was shit and septic stuff everywhere, and we're training jiu-jitsu. And it was Spartan, man. And that's where me and T and Gabriel and all these guys, that's where we trained. And then,
heard this story.
And then he shut
and
down.
Trace, correct?
Yeah, and Trace, and he shut it down and moved back to Brazil. And I love the guy. And he was trying his best with what he had, and he's still always going to be a professor to me. I just talked to him, but dude, he had some meager beginnings and trying to get it going, and just couldn't turn it on. So then that's when I moved to the academy where I met all you guys.
Nice.
Yeah,
So how long, if I may ask, how long have you been in and out of?
If you add it all up,
Need a calculator?
time on mat. I've been doing jiu-jitsu. I'd say I've been actively training jiu-jitsu for 6 years,
Okay.
but
That's
I
about
think
right.
that's probably over, 11
11
years. And then when you add the military stuff, it's even longer. But,
Yeah.
gi, bowing on the mat and all that, probably 11 years with about 6 of
And what belts are you
Nice.
for our listening and viewing audience?
Blurple.
Blurple.
Excellent.
I like
Excellent.
that. I like that.
Love
I'm
it.
a Blurple.
Little hybrid
Yeah.
belt.
And you're also an instructor. How did you become
Oh,
an
yeah,
instructor? Talk about that,
professor.
because that's a special,
Professor Blurple.
special.
I like that.
Yeah.
That might stick,
That
dude.
might
I
stick,
couldn't
dude.
do-
I
couldn't
like
do
that. Professor Blurple, dude.
I think we got to run with that
I
one,
don't
man.
care what belt you are. You're Professor Blurple from now on.
I
Blurple.
love it.
Yeah. No, I mean, so when I was at that other gym that we were, talking about, it was a Soul Fighter affiliation. And so that professor, knew Bruno from back in Brazil, and they have a tradition of these instructor belts. And he asked me in private one time if that's something I was interested in. And, I didn't know there was a belt. He said, yeah, I want to become a professor someday. And I like teaching. And, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I like it. I like teaching the little bit I know.
Sure.
And so then he gave me this instructor belt, explained to me what all it meant. And then when he moved back to Brazil, him and Bruno, discussed, and Bruno was willing to carry that over into underneath his supervision.
Nice.
I don't think it's so much, this is just me with my teacher mind, so much you don't know what you're doing. I think it's the fact they recognize that you cared about helping people around you. And
Yeah, man,
That makes for a good instructor. It's like when I tell teaching, like people are thinking about teaching and that, sure, like, I don't know what lessons to do with the kids. I'm not sure what to do with the kids. I'm like, if you love the kids, you'll find a way to get it done. As long as you care about them, then that's what's most important.
Yeah.
Not so much of the degree or your background on that, but if you care about the people, then you'll figure it out. So they probably noticed right away, like we did, that you care about people, you make people better. So they're like, we got to get this guy some type of designation so he can work with other people. And you still don't know what you're doing. I'm just trying to tell you, even at Purple, I mean, I see you roll around the ground, and I think sometimes
I disagree. I think you're excellent.
Well,
I'm good at Fat Jitsu.
Yeah, he's
The
great.
Jiujitsu I'm not so good at.
So explain the Fat Jitsu one more thing, and then we'll go into pans. What is this Fat Jitsu I hear about? Because I have not done that before.
Fat Jitsu is just what chunky boys do instead of Jiu-Jitsu. We just we smash and pass, and we knee on belly, and we grind, and we just get heavy, and we don't have that flexibility and that mobility, so we just use what we got, and we give them the tater, you know. and that's Fat Jitsu.
You could be you could be atheist or agnostic, but if you feel his knee on belly, you start praying to God.
Yeah.
It makes you a believer.
Praying to something.
Because it feels like something. I know there's paper cutters. I know there's all these other things, but a knee and belly from this guy, it's like T, it's like Richard, it's like Marcio or Bruno or Chris, Professor Chris. I just would rather not feel it.
Hey, so are you laying on the neon belly? Because I like when you're like rolling with people in the gym, like are you laying it on, or are you kind of being nice about it?
Depends.
Because I feel like you're
That's the scariest answer.
I feel like you have more neon belly to
Yes.
give when you neon belly me, and I'm like, he's kind of being nice right now, but he could kind of lay it on a little bit more, right? With the Fat Jitsu too, right? Like, boom.
Why'd you call him fat, man? Come on.
He self-proclaimed Fat Jitsu practitioner.
He can say it,
Are you body shaming me, bro?
but you can't say
Only
it.
we can use that term. Only we can say that.
I think your body's sexy, dude. I don't know what you're
How many more
talking
pounds
about.
do I need to be able to say
Professor Blurple gives you permission. No, man, I do.
Professor
It depends on what I'm
Blurple.
going with, and we all do it, man. We show discretion, and there's times where you give them the sauce, and sometimes you get it back, and
get
then
the
other
sauce,
times
yep.
where it's like, hey, man, like it's there, cool. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a little bit about giving discretion, especially with Johnny here. So I understand. I get you.
We had a fun roll today.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. You didn't get me in a gift wrap.
I love the gift wrap.
He does it, and at first I was like, I'll get out, because I don't want to say anybody, but a lot of people that try to get that on. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, I'm ready to get out.
Yeah,
right.
keep moving. Yeah.
Right.
Now, if he cinches that down, I'm done. So I have to 3 moves ahead, not let it.
Yeah. Then it's too late.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you can't get it anymore.
And then one more thing for the Jits flour.
The Jits flour. What is that?
Wipe hands.
Yeah, I mean, great
And
question.
this championship mindset that I love when you said that.
Why pants, and why don't you wear them?
Because my knee on belly's too thick.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've competed before, regional stuff. It's cool. I mean, gotten beat far more than I've won. So, I mean, by no means am I any visions of grandeur that, I'm going to be some world guy. It's just really stepping into a higher level of competition to do it, to have the experience, to take a shot at it, to use it as motivation. My goal is, while in purple belt, to podium on a world or a pan type of stage. And so I do think there's an opportunity when you just look at how things are timing, where next year in 25 I'll be 40, and so I'll be in the last year of Master 2s, and I'll be 3 years into purple belt, and so I'll be a fairly experienced purple belt. I'll be kind of at the end of that bracket, and let's see what it looks like. So part of PANS this year is to see what it what it is, what the level of competition is, so that I might be able to make a legitimate run at a podium. I'm going to give it my all this year, of course, but to try to see what it's going to take to set up a year goal. So like it's okay, I got a 90-day goal. Cool, let's do that. Let's go make a run at it. Let's see how it goes.
Get a sense of the landscape or whatever, right?
Yeah. And then okay, now I know what I have to do over the next year.
As part of the Fearsome 5, I would like to send invite for you to consider going to Worlds with us.
I am leaning towards competing at Worlds.
We would love to have you.
I will say that there may be some scheduling conflict
okay.
is the problem. So
No worries.
No gi also, or just gi?
No,
Just gi.
I know you're. Look, hey,
Come on, guy. Come on.
I respect no gi. I
don't.
I hate it.
I don't
hate
respect
it.
no.
What's the hate? What is it? Fear?
No.
Is it your like inability to
my
perform?
Execute
Is it
anything?
is it that you're lost? Is it that you're amazed with the athletic ability of people in no-gi and basic? What's the hate from?
No, I would say that I honestly think that I'm probably more inclined to do better at no-gi with my size and style of jiu-jitsu. I think if I put the effort into it, I would find better success in no-gi. I just don't enjoy it from, and again, I'm not knocking it, but from a cerebral aspect, I like the puzzle of gi. I like all the other things, the grips and the how it's a little more entwined, and to me that's more stimulating in my mind, and so that's what keeps my mind working off mat. And with no-gi, obviously, look, I'm not good at no-gi, but because I don't do a lot of it, but it doesn't do it for me, and so it's what motivates me to keep coming and drives me. But I do force myself to train no-gi once a week because I feel like hopefully someday I'll be a black belt, and you've got to have some chops. You can't put a black belt on and never train no-gi. So I do it because it's kind of like eating your vegetables. You kind of have to.
So let me tell you something, young man.
That's a good point.
I struck a chord.
So, and I just because you say cerebral in basically an argument doesn't mean it's a better argument. So let me explain something. So let me use the analogy of people that climb.
I'm going to learn you today, son.
People that climb up the side of mountains. Some people use ropes and all the little hooks and gizmos and all that. It's so cerebral. And some people just free climb. Okay. I know which one I respect more. It's not that the gi is more cerebral. It's a safety net. Because when things are out of control, it's a safety net.
This is spoken like a true leg locker.
It's a safety net because I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to hold on, and I'm going to hope that I grab something, hold on, I'm going to move this way, and hopefully. When you watch no gi versus gi, it's like watching grass grow next to New Year's Eve firework extravaganza. But that's okay.
I will say that the gi allows you to lock people down a lot more, and it way slows stuff down. Way slows stuff down.
There's a time when people used to travel by train.
But, to your point, though, right, there's more stuff to grab. There's more options to do in different positions, right? And so, like, it is a little bit more, kind of cerebral, I guess, right? Where maybe if you're just really athletic,
what that word means?
You can get away with, success in no gi, right? If you're really athletic,
yes.
Right? Versus I think in gi, it doesn't really help as much if you're super athletic, right?
Yeah, and that's an excellent point right there.
Okay.
No-gi, you're super athletic. Yes, you got a huge advantage. No-gi, it matters, but it's not as impactful.
It levels the playing field in terms of jiu-jitsu technique, I think. Right?
Here's what I'll say, though, to give props to no-gi, right? Like, when I spend more time in no-gi, I find that my gi game gets better.
Yes.
But when I spend a lot of time in gi, I don't see a lot of improvement in my no-gi.
Yeah.
And so a big reason why I do respect no-gi and I also train no-gi is to make my gi game better.
Damn.
And then before we
another good point.
jump off this flower, and I might need your help with this because
butterfly flower. Okay, I get
I'm
it.
looking
got
to
it.
start
I'm there.
the third wave of jiu-jitsu. There's gi, no gi, and I'm looking to do no gi.
Are you a
With
willing
wooden
participant?
sandals and no clothes.
No, it's nothing.
Nothing.
It's just like the
Well,
Olympics.
red speedo though, right?
I
No,
mean,
nothing.
okay. How
No,
about
nothing.
puffy starter jackets and wooden sandals? And then
As
I'm
you
in.
walk out.
I'm in. I'm
I
in on
mean,
that.
And then you have the appropriate music, and then you strip down.
Some
And then
Filipino
someone
music?
comes over and pours
Next to the stage,
olive oil
Professor
all over your
Blurple.
body.
Yeah.
Has he seen the Turkish wrestling? Should we bring it up for him? Have you seen this?
it's a tradition.
Okay. This is something I think you'd be great at because you do have the build for it.
Oh. Are you fat shaming me also?
No, you'll see right here.
Damn.
Man, Louis,
Okay.
thanks for loving me the way I am. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
I do.
let's-
I do. I would never
Yeah.
do that to you.
So basically,
Oh, yeah, I've
this
seen
is
this.
a real thing.
He's
I've
like,
seen
oh
this.
yeah.
And
When I was on social
course you
media,
have.
I probably spent hours watching
Oh,
this.
I bet you did. and so let's go to the second row on the left. We could click on that. That is
I
actually a
hope I
legal
just-
move.
Hands
hope
in his
he can.
pants.
Well, you could grab anything in the pants and you rub oil
Checking
all over
the
each
oil.
other, and that is a legal move right there.
Yeah, I'm out.
This guy's not
Yeah. And
enjoying
And
it.
they have a big well, his eyes are closed. Who knows?
Oh,
Where he
look at
is.
the. I mean, look at the one on the left, right there. No, to the right. To the right.
And
Yeah,
then-
that one.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, why is he?
he's
I mean,
getting it.
He's even arching his back and everything.
No,
Like, what is going on there?
He's definitely
Proper
he's-
posture.
He's definitely giving him a
that's
huh,
what
yeah.
Eddie Bravo moves when there's a tie and they start
Proper
right-
defensive posture.
He's like,
there.
Yeah.
Well, this
Yeah.
one-
No, sir.
This guy's elbow.
Yeah,
deep.
so I appreciate the question. No.
No to
Okay,
the
so
no.
Look at the team. Let's meet the
Are those
team.
a significant five or magnificent five?
Oh, this is the
Yeah, fearsome five, the sexy
fearsome
six.
sexy six. There you go.
Yeah.
Do they have each other's hands? Oh no, I thought they had each other's.
They
hands.
do.
Each
They
couple.
do.
Each couple has
yeah.
each other's both
Yeah,
hands.
it means support. I support you. I love you, brother.
It's kind of like when you're like when you get married and you eat
Yeah.
the cake.
Yeah.
Do the- yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
bet they're
Like
eating
that,
cake.
yeah.
You know the thing.
with the icing.
Yeah, yeah.
That.
I'm just saying, like that's a saying.
With the icing.
Okay, so now what I want to do for all of us, if you don't mind, is you've explained basically this goal that you have this year to challenge yourself with your jiu-jitsu, pans. Are there other goals that you have for 2024 that you don't mind sharing?
Yeah. So I guess rewind a little bit. So every year, people have their approach to New Year, all that, right? And so what I've done, I don't know, the last 5 years, so fairly new tradition, but I've always towards the end of the year spent some time in reflection and trying to find a quote. I'm a quote guy, and trying to find a quote for the next year. And not just in a certain niche of my life, but like kind of an all-encompassing thing that I can spread across as much of my life as possible, where it will improve in those aspects. And so, like last year, it was be the solution, right? And because we were in year 4 of a startup, and we had scaled to a certain point, and it was like, we're starting to find the choke points, and so I needed to be the solution. And then, you got 2-year-old kids, and there's a lot of things. I got twin daughters, and so
A lot of problem
a
solving.
lot going on, right? So be the solution, right? Don't just like point at the fire, like go in there and help put it out.
Yeah.
So that was last year. So this year, again, kind of just searching and waiting for these quotes to organically come or somebody say something, and heard one, and it was discipline is denying yourself of something now for something greater later.
Yeah.
And so that's where the social media stuff
that.
came from.
Yeah.
Pans is also like a weight loss thing. I've been a thick boy for a while, and like I'd like to get that down.
Yeah.
And so there's a weight class that I'm shooting for, and then the intent is to carry over into Worlds and go down another weight class. So. Just getting my weight to a point that is realistic but healthy and will improve my jiu-jitsu and my lifestyle in other ways. That's certainly
Will
a goal.
fat jitsu work in the new weight class that you got?
Yeah, it's funny. So I honestly can say that I'm a little nervous about losing,
You're thinking about
losing
it.
some leverage here. So that's where, strength training increases, and you hope that there's some mid-ground there.
Yeah.
Let me help you with a quote that I have. Sometimes less is more.
Did you just think that on your own?
Damn, that's pretty deep.
Hey, well, what weight class are you thinking about going?
So at Pans, I'll be in the 220, 222, I guess, in the gi. So what is that? Super heavy.
Super heavy.
And then it would be heavy. It's 208.
208. Okay.
And so that would be the next goal is to get down to 208.
Nice.
You know, again, I got a long ways to go. This time last year, I was over 250. I'm down to 230 right now. So I'm 20,
that's easy.
25
That's
pounds lighter than I was
You
a
can do
year ago.
Johnny's good at it. Just to let you know, he helped me.
Yeah. So, and honestly, man, like I'm trying to figure some of that out, but I want to lose 15 pounds in whatever, 10, 12 weeks. So,
Yeah.
And do it in a
tons
healthy
of
way.
time. Yeah.
So,
tons of
Another
time.
goal you should put on there is how are you going to keep all the women off of you because you're going to be sexier.
hey, man, I'll just take my tooth out.
Okay, gotcha.
Smile at him.
Yeah.
But some women might like that.
Hey,
but
yeah,
we'll move
right.
on.
Some women like that.
Maybe.
Some women like it.
Yeehaw.
Little gap tooth.
Out in
You
the,
like
you
that.
know, sister kissing country.
Hey,
Wait,
just don't put those glasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to do when the biggest arms in the world
You got to
are
do
around
it.
you?
You got to do it. You got to do
Do it
it.
for
Do
the
what?
audience.
You got to put the glasses on.
Put the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Look
Let's
in
get
the
close up.
camera.
Let's get
Do the
close up on
Randy
that.
Savage.
Let's- yeah.
Randy
This can-
Savage,
this can be-
Macho Man.
Give some words of
Am I there?
inspiration. Yeah.
You want me to go? You want me to go?
Oh
Yeah.
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 You do
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
you got to do.
Dude, I want you to bring
Here's
out
a
your inner
jiu-jitsu
you.
injury.
Oh yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, that's what happens when you break your jaw in
I
jiu-jitsu.
love that.
folks.
I know what
that.
happened there. So
Dude, man, again, this is back to your question. So
Yeah.
I was putting the work on someone who will remain nameless, great guy, training partner. It was a total accident. I don't even think he knows that this damage came from that.
what is his name rhyme with?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But he was in a turtle. I was in a north-south and was kind of putting the work on him,
yeah.
and decided that I had kind of throttled him for long enough, and I was going to give him some space, and gave him some space, and man, he threw his head up
his
and
head up.
just exploded my mouth.
Oh,
I had a
shit.
mouthpiece in. I always train with the mouthpiece.
Whoa.
And
With the mouthpiece
broke
in?
my tooth and broke the roof of my mouth. I've had 4 surgeries. I've got 1 more to go, and then I'll have a permanent tooth back in there.
Holy
but almost killed me at one point. I had a surgery that got infected. I don't know if I even told many people at the
Yeah.
gym,
Yeah.
but the infection went into even my eye socket, and I was like, it almost killed me. I'd have an emergency surgery, and it's been a long 10 months and
Wow.
multiple surgeries, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a good time with it. It's
Yeah.
fun taking your tooth out, but
Right.
but it sucked.
You start to question is jiu-jitsu worth it when some of that serious stuff comes into play, man? Because that's
Dude, I've had
that's
4 shoulder
scary.
surgeries, 4 jaw surgeries. I mean, I've
That's
had
scary.
8 surgeries to jiu-jitsu. And still
Oh,
still
do
training.
no gi. Do no gi jujitsu, says everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know why I don't like?
You'll get them.
Let me tell you why I
Wait,
freaking
hold on.
despise
Was it gi or no gi?
Gi.
Gi.
is gi. But let me tell you why I
was being
despise.
nice. I didn't put the juice on them.
Put the juice on. Sorry, go ahead.
Let me tell you why I despise no gi. It's because every fucking time I roll and I go hard, I'll go okay, cool. But when I go, because I like it, when I go hard, I end up with mat burns, either on my feet, the roof of my foot, or my feet, or
You're
your
doing
knees,
too much, bro.
or your knees.
Why do your feet get burned? You're
Because-
barefoot and no gi or in gi too.
You're Flintstone running on the
because
freaking
you,
mat,
because you
bro.
gotta move fast. You gotta move fast, and as you're moving fast, boom, you fucking.
Interesting.
And then your knees, and then your fucking that's it. Oh no, elbows too.
elbows,
Yeah,
elbows,
elbows always. But
Elbows, yeah.
but
That's
yeah,
funny.
and then here's the worst part: you
mat
go
burn.
take a shower.
Oh,
Oh
the
my
strawberries
God.
start to hurt, man.
Oh my god, I'm like, this is stupid.
And
I'm
if you
not-
got
I'm
peppermint
never-
soap, dude, ooh,
I'm never doing that. Yeah. So
This
that's
guy's
why.
Mr. Positive all the time, trying to tell me stuff. I don't see that as injuries. I see those as battle scars. I sit there and
Hey,
let it
trophies.
hurt. I work today.
battle trophies.
I go in the shower. Yes, I work today.
Fucking
I
soap hurts. It makes my ears tingle and hurt.
Does your
it's
tooth feel like a battle trophy?
Oh yeah.
Battle trophy, baby.
You're like,
I don't think my wife thinks it's a battle trophy.
Oh, man.
but it makes for interesting dinners in a professional setting because I can't eat with this flipper in, so I literally have to take it out and go to, and we have a good laugh. And if somebody really starts talking shit, I tell them I lost it in the war, and then they feel terrible.
Oh, damn.
And then I just let them
shut up.
I just let them just marinate on that, and then tell them later.
He played a joke in the gym, and people didn't know, and his tooth came out. And remember that? It was a while back, maybe in the summer. He took his tooth out, and people thought like the person knocked out his tooth, and he's playing off.
I think
you played it off. You're like, what?
I'm like, oh, that's okay.
I think you did that to me.
No, that was legitimate. That was right after a surgery, and you tried to paper cut me, and your forearm went across my very sore face, and I just was like, I thought I was going to die.
I probably just got paper cut. I'm like, I'm going to get somebody with this.
I still had stitches.
I'm going to get someone with this.
You can't do a paper cutter without proper supervision.
I had no supervision.
Oh, it was, yeah.
I felt
if
so
I even
bad.
I shouldn't have been in there. I was just missing jiu-jitsu. And
Yeah.
I know you get
it.
the itch, huh?
Yeah, man.
You got to do it.
Any other goals you have that you want to share? Is that?
I mean,
that's good.
In a new job, it's a big job, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Like it's certainly the highest point in my professional career that I've ever been, and hopefully it's not the top of the mountain for me. So I want to do a good job in that, and look, I've got a large team that reports up to me. I want to support them. My goals is to help them develop and achieve what their goals are. I mean, I've got fixing to be 3-year-old twins. My goals are always going to be the best father I can be the best husband I can be. I sit on 2 boards for veteran nonprofits, and we've got some ambitious goals in the nonprofit space to serve our warriors. And so, man, just really make steps forward. I don't want to say I have these finite marks in some of those aspects, but I just know I want to be better than I am today.
That's nice.
Love it. Johnny, what about you? You want to share anything, goals that you have?
I have mainly jiu-jitsu and health goals that are relevant, I think, to this conversation. But I want to do pans too. I think I'll probably sign up for gi and no gi pans.
As a member of the Fearsome Five, I also want to send out an invite to you to possibly think of worlds.
By invitation only.
Well,
if it's a Fearsome Five and you start adding people, what are you guys going to call it?
I don't know.
Fantastic Six?
Yeah, we'll do Fearsome 5 plus 2,
Sexy Six,
Fearsome 5 plus 3.
Slutty 7. I don't know. Where are you going to go with that? Right?
Team
well,
Blurple.
Wait, where are you going with it?
Well, to get to the 7, Luis, I would like to send so we could get to 8.
An invite. Yeah. But yeah, gi pans would be really cool, I think. I like that part of the gi too, where it's a little bit more cerebral and not relying on the wrestling as much, I think, right? Where I have to really do jiu-jitsu and I can't just get away with some of my funky little wrestling stuff. But I'll do probably no-gi also in the summer.
Awesome.
Maybe do no-gi pants too.
Yeah.
Very cool.
The travel too, I haven't been, I think, ever to Florida, right? And so I think one of them, is it no-gi?
The March one
March is in Florida.
March is in Florida? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to think about going on that one.
So Florida would be cool just to, go for a week and do the Florida thing and then also compete there. I mean, that'd be really awesome.
The cool thing too is that they pre-released the time, the days that you would compete. You don't know the time, so you don't have to go for the whole thing. So I already I booked my plane
nice.
already.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm going to be there for 4 days instead of 6, but I'll get there the day before and then the day after. So hopefully I'm competing all those days. If not, then I got a couple days in Florida to cheer on my teammates.
Hang out,
And so
very cool.
Yeah.
So you don't just compete one day; it's a multi-day thing.
It just says Master Purple 3 days. So you don't know where on those days.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna, I think it's a fairly large thing, and so you just don't know which of those days you're going to compete.
But once they release the brackets and stuff, you'll know what day you're on.
Yeah.
I think
mostly,
so.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just figured I'd get there a day early and stay a day late and spend time with the team. And
Nice.
Get the
Awesome.
whole experience.
Yeah.
The bonding part of it too was
Yeah.
huge when we did the pans.
Yeah.
It was a great. It's just the whole experience was great.
Hey, a quick question: do you all take your family when you're competing?
No.
No, huh?
I did not. I don't for the pans, and I didn't for the world. Some people do. Just for me, and my wife and I have been together since we were 17. It's just she knows that I'm kind of trying to be dialed in.
Yeah, in the zone and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want my family there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
After?
Mortuary.
Maybe?
No, it's
Meet you
just,
after?
Mm-mm.
No? Just
No.
go focus, do your thing, and
it's like what I said.
Cut out,
It's what I do for me, and so it's me, and that's just my thing. And some of the people did take their significant others to worlds, but for me, I just wanted to go and just kind of soak it all in.
yeah. You got to be in the zone a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like taking your wife to the Marine Corps birthday celebration, at the bar. It's like, maybe the Marine Corps birthday ball, but like this just happened. That ADD, like it just reminded me of that.
It's just not a scene.
It's like
It's all good. Like guys that do it, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. It's not my wife's thing either.
Yeah.
Like it's my thing.
Yeah,
and so
it's not. Yeah,
it's all good.
I get it. And any other goals you want to share?
I have like some what?
get a bigger hat.
What are you gonna say? Get a bigger hat. Yeah, I need a
Dude,
bigger
that
hat.
hat's-
I need to go one step bigger.
You pull that off.
Dude, this hat is so freaking warm.
Cozy.
I'm like starting to almost get a little sweaty here, but I'm staying consistency with the podcast. I want to have consistent
Yeah.
vibe throughout the whole
It
time. I'm
matches
gonna
your
start
beard
sweating.
well.
Matches
like,
the beard. I got like the whole. I got a little flappy,
It's
a
like
little
you
flappy
came in
action.
from like Alaska and some
It's good.
single prop
yeah.
plane.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like some work goals and stuff that I have, and then like some financial, like I have some
Yeah.
like long-term financial planning goals that I want to do, but nothing like super interesting. The jiu-jitsu one is like the main thing. I want to get down to like a healthy 175.
Mm-hmm.
I usually float between like 180 and 190,
Yeah, that's
and I got a little extra. I don't know if I can call myself a fat jitsu practitioner yet. I used to be I was at my heaviest, I think it was like 215 or something, but I was like lifting a lot, but I had a lot of extra weight on me. Anyway, so I want to get down to like maybe 170, 175 and be a little healthy weight there, and then just really easily make weight like 165,
Yeah.
whatever the 165 weight class is.
Fucking 7 days, I'll get you there. It's super easy. Just do a 5-day fast.
Oh my God.
Bam.
Have amazing training sessions, have amazing jujitsu.
And you can't even tie your belt.
You'll be a joy to be around, right? Your
Look,
wife will love you.
Look, this is the way I look
You'll
at it.
cramp up walking on.
Yeah.
The mat.
No.
Yeah.
You got to have a lot of these, sports hydration electrolytes by Dr. Berg.
Good
They have
plug.
pink Himalayan
plug.
sea salt and potassium. As long as
I
you
like
have, 5 of these a
Your-
day,
Your money.
you're fine.
Hey,
got
so
all
are
the
you getting a
salt.
new tattoo?
I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I got to get the.
Dr. Berg
Have
or
y'all
what?
talked about like the promotions on the show?
Yeah, last.
Okay,
Last time.
So
We can
mean,
talk about him
yeah, we
again,
did.
though. We can talk about him again.
Purple Nurple. That's
So
my
before
hashtag.
Purple belt crew.
for you, goals before we go into the promotions.
Me?
This is one. Yeah, I just wanted to hear
You
from
know,
you.
I got the itch back to compete, and I actually tried to compete. Because, look, as a blue belt, I felt I kind of knew where I was. Like, okay, if I can, whatever. But as a
Where were you?
purple,
Where were you?
Fucking
where would you say you were?
Hashtag paper cutter. There's no fucking.
Hashtag top of the pyramid, top of the podium. What? Where were you? Self-proclaimed. Where were you?
So
I don't
I
know
felt
where
I felt
it
pretty
was.
confident. Seriously, I felt really confident with the blue belt. But and that was kind of not as motivating, right? It's like, okay, I'm gonna fucking go. Now as a purple belt,
Easily
I'm not
win it.
sure. I'm fucking not sure. It's like and I'm a brand new purple belt, so
Nats
I
don't
want to
lie.
know. I want to know. I want to know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Now, if it looks good and I do very well, it may unmotivate me. Then I'd be like, fuck. all
Never
right.
competing again.
Fucking
No, you come back
Hey,
after 2 years or something.
No, you take your wins and you end on a good note, just like Seinfeld,
oh
right?
my gosh.
One of my favorite shows. Fucking end at the top of the belt. Oh,
But then, how do
done.
you improve when you don't hit your wall?
by helping you improve.
No,
on the mats
for
with
the
training.
audience, it's just but if you're winning, but then
I don't think
where-
paper
where-
cutting people is helping them.
where do you, in terms of like knowing where you're out of your comfort zone and
No.
where you hit your limit, and so how do you know what your potential is if you don't push to that point where you've hit a wall?
So every training session I have, I push. So if you didn't notice.
Okay.
So you're going to compete. If you do well,
Yeah.
you're not going to compete again until
Never.
brown.
Until
Never.
Brown.
Okay. And if you don't do well, you gotta
Yeah.
do. You
Then
gotta
I
have
gotta
a
fucking
redemption.
compete. Yeah,
you
I
gotta
gotta
have a redemption run.
redeem.
Yeah.
I gotta have 3 in a row.
Yep.
3 wins, gold in a row.
3 golds.
In a row. Whatever the fucking. I don't look at. Oh, it's pans. It's this. It's worlds. I just fucking go. Like I don't like to think about it because I think that makes me a little more nervous about it.
Yeah.
And then just go, and then that's it.
So are you
Yeah.
thinking about pans, or what are you
Maybe.
thinking about?
Yeah, maybe I should sign up.
I like it.
I'll go gi though. I'm not gonna fucking mess with no.
Oh
gi.
no, do what you're comfortable with. Yeah.
It's not about comfort. It's just.
Oh no, it
what
sounds
I like.
comfort. If I win, I stop. I do gi because I like it.
Do what you're not
There's-
scared
there's-
of.
there's
Basically,
nothing
what
that
are you saying,
says-
Joe?
Dude, going pans purple
Yeah.
like 3 months into purple is pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I'll say, don't.
He didn't say he's going though.
Yeah, he will.
Wow.
I can see it. He's gonna get a new tattoo. He's
I
gonna
got
have
the
to.
itch.
Mm-hmm.
I got the itch. I want to see where I'm at.
This would be a good crew to go to gi pans.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
recruiting you guys.
This would be a fun group.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I'm game. I mean, I'm already signed up. I'm
Yeah.
pot committed.
Shit. I think I'm gonna sign
I'll
up.
have to look at going. Be fun.
We got a group text, so
Mhm.
once you make it official, then you're
Oh yeah.
you're in the
Then
club.
you're in the crew.
Is it a bunch
in
of
the group?
iPhones? Because Blue Bubble, or is it?
Nah.
Do we got a
It's
name?
WhatsApp.
It's a
in there?
WhatsApp. It's a
WhatsApp.
Oh,
WhatsApp.
yeah.
We got
so-
special for yeah.
Bruno will add you once you.
Yep. I
once
love
you
it.
send
Once you're
your
signed up.
registration.
Yep.
I love that.
Okay, so what other goals do you have besides any other goals you want to share?
Not really. I mean, I can go into my list of goals, but they're all pretty much work related.
Can't be all
It's
work.
Well,
That's
yeah.
why he has a jiu-jitsu one. He's
I
got
got
the
my jiu-jitsu. I got my personal goals.
He's going to go to some local garage tournament, win his gold, and then he's done.
No. It has to be
Because there's going to be like no one in his weight
class.
class, so he's going to go against like a 14-year-old female like white belt.
Oh my God!
I mean-
jiu-jitsu, you're really motivating me to fucking compete.
No,
And I think
I'm trying to push
man.
you a little bit to see if you bite.
Hey, are we able to go like up a belt? Like
Now
fi-
you can't go out of belt, but you could go down an age group or up a weight.
so I can't compete with the brown with the browns.
No.
All right, no, that sucks. I'll fucking put a
just
brown
in the
belt
gym.
on just to
Just
go.
in the gym.
Just so I can compete with. And how much you weigh?
Right now 191.
Well, I'll fucking go eat. I'll go eat.
Oh, dude, you know
How much you
I'll
weigh?
do the
How much you weigh?
opposite. About 180.
180?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
We're busting out the scale tonight.
You've
Where's
never
the
been
scale
on a
at?
scale.
It's like
Where's the
that guy that
scale at?
goes to like
Where's the
bodybuilder
scale?
shows and he's like, "How much you weigh? How tall are you?" And he like
Yeah.
puts a scale down. Like, it's about
Oh,
that.
shit.
It's like
Let's
high school
see, let's
football where
see.
everyone's
Yep.
6'5", 235,
Oh,
and they're like 5'11", 170.
180, but yeah, right now with the tamales that haven't digested yet,
Mm.
I'm
197.
probably
Tamale,
about
tamale baby.
about 225.
Oh my gosh. Tamale twins? You got
Yeah.
tamale
Oh
twins in there?
man.
What's up?
Oh, I had a lot of food over the. I guess
Oh,
that's one of my
man.
goals is to lose this holiday babies that I have still digesting.
Oh yeah, I love eating during the
It's
holidays.
you know what I want to talk about training like with this food baby. It's fucking horrible. Like
I mean,
I'm
I
back.
dig it. I live that world.
If you live that world every time you train, yeah,
oh man,
you get used to it.
yesterday and today was horrible. Like,
I could hear your heart thumping today.
right?
Like boom,
It's-
boom, boom,
it's like-
boom.
and I wasn't even moving a
Yeah,
lot. It was
yeah.
like, what?
I
is
could
going-
hear you thumping today. I was like, ooh, he's tired. I'm gonna go.
And then
I'm
just
gonna
fucking-
move.
Gift wrap them.
boom.
and then just drenched. Like
Yeah.
when I'm like over fucking sweating, like it was just.
Setting all that freaking crema from
All the
the
fucking
tamales, bro.
But I'm telling you, these tamales, I know my mom doesn't hear this. They're better than my mom's and my tia.
Oh, that is sacrilege. I'm not even
We're
Mexican.
texting. We're texting your mom.
Cut
Yeah.
this,
I have
you
to-
cannot
Hey,
say that.
I have to tell the truth, okay? And it was my neighbor.
Sometimes you shouldn't.
His name is Bo. He's from East Texas, kind of like Louisiana, New Orleans, kind of vibe.
Not Latin.
Fucking delicious. Not
Yeah.
Latin.
Doesn't
yeah.
sound like a Latin name.
No. Oh, he's very, very Texan.
Yeah.
The accent, the
That's
southern
awesome.
accent, and everything, and
Yeah.
Hey, boys, want some tamales?
kind of like
Tamales.
Tamales.
that.
Tamales.
No,
Tamales.
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 Okay. Tamales.
Tamales.
Awesome.
Oh, he
From
makes
East
the
Texas.
crawfish boil.
Sounds like a
Joe, you got a
color.
lot of arrows on that page there.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah,
like your mind map?
It's me tracking what you were talking about.
So one good thing that's happened
Okay, some
in my
good
life in the last week is that the Niners got the #1 seed. So we're going to the playoffs at home, baby.
You know, the Niners got there because all they
The
wanted
Cowboys
to do.
lost.
No, it's because they won one game and they didn't want to win any more games. They
Eagles.
just took the one game and went home.
They're
Man.
good. They're good with it.
I'm a diehard Colts fan, right? And I'm glad we might make the playoffs. That's cool. We've got a backup quarterback. I mean, I'm happy with how things are going for where we're at. But I talk a lot about football and do the fantasy football thing and all
Me
that.
too.
And I'm telling you, man, like I truly think that the Niners are going to win a Super Bowl. I've been saying it for I don't know 7-8 weeks, kind of like mid-season. I was like, dude, Niners are going to win it. Obviously, you can go out there and have a bad day. They've had a few of those. Or
Yeah.
They had a bad one a couple weeks ago. But I mean, man, there's more toys on that team to play
Yes.
with
Yeah.
than any other team.
I agree.
And then bringing in Chase Young and Bosa, and
I still don't know how they did that.
the whole thing's there, and they're well coached. And
Yep.
man, I think they are the best team in the NFL to win a Super Bowl. I think there's teams that on their best can beat them. I think your Ravens and even maybe some of your Eagles on their best day could beat the Niners, but a team that I would ride with through the playoffs, Niners for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
That's it.
They made some good moves, and then also just the luck of the draw sometimes with the young quarterback. Just him
Purdy.
panning out. Yeah. And then I still don't know how they got Chase Young. When they got Christian McCaffrey last year, was it last year?
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to change it. And it changed it. And they kept moving some pieces around in that quarterback because Garoppolo wasn't the thing and all, and 49ers. And I
Get
hate
your
saying
starter
that.
puffies.
I know. I think it's going to be the Ravens and the Niners.
That's a good Super Bowl.
I don't know, man. I think the Ravens are gonna beat along the way.
I think
really
so,
do.
too.
And the reason why is because they're a single point of failure team. So something happens to Lamar, he gets a tweak,
Yeah.
Yep.
or he takes a bad hit, he goes in
Bad
concussion
game.
protocol.
Yeah.
They have one thing that if they lose it, that team's, and they're a good team.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but they're not going to do anything without him. And so,
Well, it's Lamar. They
Right.
hinge everything on Lamar.
so it's
Yeah.
a single point of failure, and I think something's going to go there.
What other AFC team would you just?
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think someone from like a wild card could make a move.
Me too.
I don't know, man. I think
Bills?
I think no. I don't think they have it. I don't know. I think Dolphins are AFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Dolphins could make a run. I don't see them as the likely. I think Dolphins could make a run.
It's going to be a rough one.
Are Eagles AFC or NFC?
Eagles or NFC?
NFC.
Yeah, that's the whole Niner. Yeah. Niner thing.
Another thing.
Man, I think it's gonna be Niners against someone that's not
Yeah.
1 or 2 seed.
I think if the 49ers win the NFC, then they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
NFC is stronger, in my opinion.
It has. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish my son was here because we have these conversations, but he has all the freaking time in the world. He's so well versed on this.
Research and
Awesome.
stuff.
Yeah. And even my 9-year-old can spit some
Cool.
stats.
Thank you for sharing, boys.
Some fire.
Yeah. Let's do this, baby.
Card.
All right, the card. Here
It's
you
that
go,
time,
sir.
right?
Yeah, it
Do
is.
I just draw one from the
yeah,
top?
from
or
the
just
middle.
random?
Anywhere you want.
Random.
All right.
These have already been used. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me just kinda-
Wow, he's really busting out the stack here.
All right, I'm feeling
This one-
that one right
Whatever
here.
talks to you.
Damn, this one needs to go back in. I saw it, so I'll
Stacking the
show
deck.
it. It's warmth.
That's a good
Are we
one.
passing it around?
No,
Just
just
one.
Just you,
Oh,
just you, guy.
Just you, brother.
All right, let's do it. Let's do
Let's
it.
hear it
And if you can't read it like properly, that's even
with your
funnier.
tooth lisp. If you can't read it,
Yeah.
just let us know.
And accents and voices are
Encouraged.
Are encouraged. And welcome.
This is a weird one, man.
Yeah,
This is a
you
weird
just got to
one.
start reading.
Let's hear
That's
it.
the
Let's hear
whole
it.
point. Just read the title, quick. Don't overthink it.
Here you go.
He doesn't want to read
Yeah, I
it.
don't want to read it. Here you go. I'm
Someone
gonna mix
else
it
read
up
it.
Why?
because it's weird.
He's not vibing with that card.
But it's mine, so let's go with it.
You picked a bad card.
And because I want to argue with what it says, which is communication, so I want to hand it to somebody
let's
else.
go.
I
Let's
wanna
go.
kinda-
All
Let's
right. I am a masterful communicator with the ability to say what I think and feel in a way that doesn't invoke conflict. Watch as I dodge bullets of sass and snark. Marvel as I avoid the traps of passive aggressiveness and victimhood. Be amazed that even though it's sometimes stressful, I choose to communicate and act as I choose to communicate an act that saves us all from the grips of certain unspoken seething. What in the freaking world? This one is kind of
See what I mean?
weird.
Ah.
What is that?
I mean, what's funny though is that like
Snark.
you remember we talked a while back, and I was like, "Hey, read this book," and it was
Yeah.
about like getting in the box, and,
Yes.
and so it's a lot about this here, like the drama triangle, the victim, persecutor, and rescuer, and all that stuff, and that's a lot of that language in there is around, I think, that book, but it's something that I constantly work on. It's honestly something that I struggle with a lot of times because I'm kind of my delivery is typically pretty direct, and I don't really like victim mindset.
Sure.
So I mean, it's cool. It's something I have to work on, but man, that was a weird one.
That
To
is a
say
weird one.
what I think and feel in a way that doesn't invoke conflict.
Right.
I'm being chill. I'm being nice. Watch as I dodge the bullets of sass and snark. So people are acting sassy
So
and
not-
snarky with me.
So maybe not letting it affect you also, and not responding in a sassy way, and just continue to deliver your message. Right?
Continue to be you.
Yeah.
Marvel as I avoid the traps of passive. So all those that are doing the passive aggressive crap and the victimhood. Oh, look at me, help me because I need your help. Yeah, I'm going to avoid those traps. Be amazed that even though it's sometimes stressful, like sometimes it pisses me off, I choose to act in a way. I choose to communicate and act an act that saves us all from the grips of certain unspoken seething. I don't get that part. Like my ESL really is kicking in right there. Saves us all from the grips of uncertain spoken. What does seething mean?
Like
Seething means
like steaming anger.
It's like something that's burning inside of
Yeah.
you.
Like when you paper cut me.
Does that make you seethe?
It does.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
it
look,
does.
it's. I mean, when I read it at first, I'm like, man, I've got a weird one. But honestly, like that is something that I, again, taking a new role, like you get some feedback on some things you got to get better on if you want to be successful in it. And a lot of what it says is stuff I need to work on. So I can see value in it, and it's timely for sure. It's something that I'm going to have to certainly work on. And as we're kind of in a point of where we're talking about goals and annual what we're going to do in the year, that's something I have to constantly be aware of.
I think this set a goal for me is to reread that book because that book helped me so much. Like 2023 for me was seriously a year of growth, and I kind of had to reinvent myself, my mind, obviously. Like, what people saw was something different. I try to stay as level as possible, but behind the scenes was pretty bad. And actually, you helped me, Travis. You really did help me a lot and kind of pointed me. I just needed to be pointed in a certain direction. And I'm like, oh, okay, boom, let me run with this. And it's really changed the trajectory of my career, my life with, family, with friends. And I will say that is one thing that I need to work on and I'm not good at is friendships. Like I don't know. I need to do a better job. And friendships take a lot of investment, takes a lot of time to, go to friends' houses. I get invited and sometimes I don't go. And that was part of me learning to say no, right? But now I think I need to find a balance.
You got too good at it. You got too good at it.
No,
I'm good.
Because I've been so focused.
Yeah.
And then also, I used to be the kind of person that would invite everybody to the house.
Yeah,
like, hey, come over. Let's UFC fight night right there. It didn't matter where. And I stopped doing that. And I think it's because I was going through all these growing pains and mentally or emotionally growing pains that, I kind of distanced all of that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to reread that book because that really helped me. And I got to start.
What was the name of the book again?
We got to start hosting. I got to start hosting UFC fight nights, man.
Yeah, I love that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, those are freaking awesome.
One thing I didn't like about that card, or maybe I disagree with a little bit, is there's a point in there about like not evoking conflict, right?
Yeah.
And I think you can't avoid conflict all the time. Sometimes you have to kind of confront that issue, whatever that is. I think always avoiding conflict can be a dangerous thing.
Yeah, we at, again, where I work, we have a lot of development, and we have an entire division at our work that's dedicated to developing our people. Now, it's a for-profit aspect of our business. Other corporations will hire those people to come in and help, but if you work there, it's free. Yeah. And one of the courses that we have available to us is conflict resolution. Yeah. And in that, you take an assessment, you figure out your conflict styles, you talk about the other styles, and you figure out how to navigate this, web of conflict, right?
Yeah.
And for me, growing up where conflict was always bad, and then going into the Marine Corps where conflict was this extreme, right? Man, that was something that like I didn't ever want. And so just in the last few years, I've realized that like conflict is good, healthy conflict, loving, caring conflict with like an adult mindset where we're going to work through this. It's a good thing, but it's natural to want to avoid it. That's actually one of the styles is an avoider or an accommodator and all these other different styles. But conflict again is a new discovery for me. It's something that is very healthy and good as long as it's done in a caring way.
Yeah. It's like the ideal of obstacle or opportunity in my mind. I mean, we're looking at somatics here in terms of the conflict, but I think it would make more sense to us. What I'm getting from you guys is I am a masterful communicator with the ability to say what I think and feel in a way that doesn't invoke unhealthy conflict.
Yeah,
I think that would change it because if I'm reading this saying that I'm gonna communicate the way that I want to communicate with not the purpose of causing conflict, but I'm going to be able to, this is me, I'm going to be able to explain that. And there might be other situations going on and I'm not purposely doing that, but I want to be able to communicate to you, this is how I feel. But this other part, it just sounds like, well, you got to kind of be careful with what you, that's how I'm taking it. You got to be careful with what you say because you're going to, but sometimes you have to tell it how it is or people don't know.
So this is telling you to be a little fake is what I'm getting.
I just say, if they just put unhealthy conflict, I think I would be really good with that first sentence.
Yeah. I think it's a good card, man.
Because
I like it.
As a teacher, I'll just bring it real quickly. Like sometimes I have to let the kid know, like, hey, you have to come to class sometime. You
Screwing up. Yeah.
You're better than that. And that,
you're a piece of shit. Fucking start doing your shit.
Like I dog sat, we dog sat my friend, another Marine Corps brother from another, his dog, right? So his dog is potty trained, but for some freaking reason, he pissed inside the house. And guess who did it right behind him? My big dog. He's like, oh, no, you're not.
You got to pee on the other dog's pee, man. You got to show who's the top of the pee chain.
So cleaned it up. It's an accident. Okay. He did it again. I'm like, oh, hell no. So then.
Did you hit it with the little.
No, because it's not my dog. I got to be nice to
No,
him.
not the dog. The pee stain, you got to hit it with the little. What's it
Oh
called?
yeah, the vinegar and all that.
Nature's Miracle.
Nature's Miracle. Yeah. Little enzymes, bro. You got to hit
Yeah.
with the enzymes.
No, it didn't matter.
Didn't work.
So, and then I would do the shock collar on him, but he's too old, and it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Anyways, he would go outside, and then I'd just open the door, and as soon as he gets off the steps, piss is right there, and my dogs they
On the
piss
steps?
like off the steps on the grass.
On the ground. Okay.
But like one step off and right here.
Boom. Yeah.
And my dog goes around the perimeter. Like I already trained him, so it's all good. No, not anymore. Because now this dog pisses there, and guess what my dog does?
Mark
Yeah.
that spot.
Right there.
I'm a
Not
piss-
even
yeah.
not even a lot. Anyways, why I'm telling you this is
little dribble.
because I was frustrated, and last year we dog sat as well, and I told him, hey bro, like it doesn't work. Okay, he gets nervous, he throws everything out of whack, and he creates stress. Well, this year again, he wanted to see family, and I'm like, yeah, fucking Omar, bring him, and
Fucking Omar.
bring him. Oh, I told him, I let him have it too.
You called him
Omar.
out on this
So
Train your
podcast,
dog,
bro.
dude.
Oh,
Fucking
no.
Omar, dude.
Omar.
Get
No.
your dog shit
Come on,
together,
man.
bro.
no, but I love him.
Petco,
I love
get
him.
some lessons.
So then, no, he's fully trained at his house. Anyways, he comes back today, picks him up, and I'm like, bro, like, that's it. Hey, this is what happened, blah,
No
blah, blah,
mas.
blah.
Yeah, no
and then,
mas.
hey, bro, before you go, let me just tell you that this was very frustrating for me. It was stressful. I love you to death. Nothing's changed between us. Like, we're still cool. But I
But
just
your
wanted-
dog's a piece of shit.
Your
No,
dog
and I
is
don't
a
want him
POS.
fucking at my house anymore.
No. I needed to offload that and let him know.
No, for
and
sure,
he goes,
for
bro,
sure.
thank you for, doing that because it means a lot. And there goes the conflict, right? Like the avoiding conflict. I could have bottled that shit in and then be fucking annoyed at him, not even.
Resentful.
Resentful,
Right?
yeah.
Resentful, yeah.
So again, it's
Another
healthy
dog
conflict.
ends up in the pound.
No, I wouldn't. It's not the dog's fault.
Ends up in the tamales.
Dipping the tamales, bro. Neighbor's gonna.
Tamales de Pedro.
Yeah.
You know how much we love dogs. Like I wouldn't do that to him. But then,
Especially with Tapatio.
you know what I had to do though? I had to fucking grab that dog and walk it. Now it's a venting session. I had to walk the dog all the way down and then set him there, and then he would go.
What? Carry him?
No, just pull him.
Oh, make sure he was walking. Okay.
Make sure he kept walking.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
he would
yeah.
go down there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey, thank you for letting me vent. That
Yeah,
felt really
man.
good.
Hey,
Glad
we're
you got
here
that
for
off
you,
your
bro.
chest,
We're
man.
here
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel lighter.
Fucking Omar,
Yeah,
dude.
fucking
What's the
Omar.
dog's name?
Simba.
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 Fucking Simba.
He's
Simba.
such a
Get your
cutie.
frickin'-
Simba's such a sweetheart
Get
too.
your
But
shit
Omar's a
together,
POS.
Simba.
No. Hey, Omar is not.
Dude, Omar.
POS.
Sorry, dude.
He is not. He's a really cool guy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can't
pretty
train his
close to
dog.
him. No, his dog is trained. You're missing the point.
He's just trying to get like
Fucking conflict.
Brown
he
belt,
likes
bro.
to eat dogs,
That's unhealthy
you know?
conflict you're
So
causing right
That's
now, dude.
unhealthy conflict.
Yeah.
See,
You
You're
dip them in hot
seething.
boiling water,
You
and that way,
instantly-
when you pull them out by the fur, the
Wait.
skin comes off.
Why are you
Doesn't the-
evoking conflict,
Why
bro?
are you
wait,
seething?
doesn't the boiling water take the hair off?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Oh. All right. Damn,
Remember
you're-
when we made
weird.
tamales for the?
You're mean.
It's hardcore, bro.
Yeah,
You're
man.
hardcore.
Last time I was here, you were talking about burning people's house down. Now you're talking about
No, it's
dog
towns.
boiling.
Dog
I
Towns.
don't burn
boils.
bridges.
Boiling.
I burned the towns
Yeah.
at both ends of the
Yeah,
bridge.
I mean,
The burning a bridge does not do anything.
Oh
If I'm
my
not
gosh.
mad, I'm going to burn down the towns.
see, there it is again.
You're burning bridges here, bro. With that
So I'll burn
negativity.
your- I'll
That
burn your towns
negative, that
down.
conflict.
That conflict, dude. You're
inst-
burning bridges right
instigating-
now.
I communicated, and there's some sass here, and there's some people that have their feelings hurt because I'm expressing it.
You
I
got to
feel
dodge that
that's right.
sass, Luis. You gotta-
Actually,
Dodge
I am
that
dodging
sass.
I'm dodging the bullets. Look at that. They're little snark and sassy bullets right
Snark and
there.
sass bullets.
I'm not Omar, man. I don't have to like what you say.
Poor Omar.
Am I?
Omar,
Omar,
I don't even know
that-
you, Omar, but you're probably a great
My
guy,
dog's
man.
trained, man. My dog's not going to come out of
Hey.
the house and pee in the house. Jeez, dude.
Glad I
don't know
didn't
what
bring
the heck's going
Valor.
Hey,
Man.
it has not. Oh, Valor, I love dogs.
on. Valor's awesome.
Hey,
I bet you Valor won't pee in the house. Omar,
no, you
get
never
it
know.
fixed.
You never know.
New-
It's-
weird
it's
environments,
boys.
new environments and
It's
stuff.
men. Yeah, he just male dogs.
I guess that's just the difference between Gen
And then I
X
got a
and
little
you guys.
puppy, right? So that
You got a
one's
new
like,
puppy, yeah.
oh yeah, let me go here.
This is like
Game on.
Yeah, designated pee spot.
Yeah.
The
right?
whole house.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, see,
You know what you
So-
got to do? You have to pee on that spot, and then they won't pee on
then
it
fucking
anymore.
bark.
Yeah,
Dude.
and then just show your dominance, bro. That's how you got to handle that.
Pee in the whole house.
You got to use your
Oh.
and that
enzymes.
way
We've
they
lost
can
it,
have-
Louis.
Yeah,
You went there.
that's it.
You just,
That's
you
it.
just
It's gone.
You railed it, man. There it went.
hey, do you have any pets?
Oh yeah,
No,
3
he's
dogs.
like, yeah, we grow.
Yeah, you.
We grow.
We got a, we got a,
We
farm.
grow
We
dogs.
got a
farm.
freezer full of them.
It's called a ranch. We got 3.
Oh my god.
I
We're
actually have to
fattening
go
them
a
up.
little bit because I have to massage them a little bit so that meat's tender when we
Play a Mozart.
That's
Play a little bit of Mozart.
Oh man,
corn-fed dog.
corn fed, grass fed tastes better.
Corn.
God, we're like
Fucking overtime.
beyond overtime.
Jesus, dude.
Any parting words? Let's start wrapping this up.
Want me to recap real quick?
Parting words. All right, go ahead and recap.
So we had our beautiful,
Ooh,
young,
yeah,
sexy guest here,
beautiful.
Mr. Travis. We talked about the evils of social media, which I do agree with. Backing off on that. Then he talked about his life, where he literally looks like 4 different lives. Being in the Marines, thank you for your service. Then NBA, Spurs. I'm a Lakers fan, so screw off, fuck off.
You're
Number-
welcome for my service.
Nonprofit organization, and working for Business Holt. And then we transitioned over to him basically earning the nickname of Professor Blurple, and him starting
Blurple.
and him having plans of teaching academy where he teaches Fat Jitsu. And then we went into this dialogue of gi versus
Teaches
no
what?
gi.
Wait, hold on.
Fat Jitsu.
Oh my god, that's cold.
Gi
We're
versus no gi.
We're gonna edit that.
Or censor.
Censor it.
As long as you edit that Omar part. Jeez, dude. And then reflections on 2023 or goals for 2024. We have people talk about their different goals. And I think the interesting thing real quickly with the social media was the him putting the password in the safe. And good luck to your competition in March at Pants. I know you'll do great.
Love it.
Hey, great, good job.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I just take notes.
Hey, so here's another strategy. If you start to feel a little bit of weakness with the whole social media,
Yeah.
why don't you give one of us the password?
No, not a chance.
Please give it to
Not
me.
a chance.
Please, please, please.
Not a chance.
Please, 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 please.
Be daily posts about.
Hey guys,
Jitsu
today's quote
and-
is fuck off.
Yeah, I'll be fired and like,
What if you give it to your wife?
yeah, all right.
Yeah. give it
Hey
to your
guys,
wife.
I've been on the
Hey.
toilet with diarrhea for 3 hours. Can
Yeah.
someone come over and help me out?
I need help.
Yeah.
Love it.
He didn't let me finish the sentence. He's like, nope, not a chance.
Not a chance.
Has anyone ever ran over a squirrel and wondered how good that would taste if you actually went back and got it?
Where did that come from? You saw it on your hat.
it's
Your
like-
hat.
It's all your musings.
Yeah. This is a
Any
squirrel
part-
fur.
Any parting words, Travis?
No, man, just be encouraged, be blessed, and be kind to one another.
I love
Unless
it.
your name is Omar.
Oh man, poor Omar. I love you, Omar, my brother. Parting words, sir.
Nope, I'm good, dude. Let's freaking wrap it up.
Hey, it's like the mat. Where
Yeah.
I'm ready, dude.
I'm
I'm
good.
ready.
Hey, good job,
I'm ready.
everybody. Good job, everybody. Hey, Travis, I want to thank you for joining us today. I know it's late. It's a weekday. I know you got to work, but we really appreciate you making the time for us and the show. Same thing with these. Well, you're not working. You're good right now, but you are.
always
But
working.
still.
You're
Anyways,
always
thank you,
thinking.
gents.
Always training.
And on that note, on 3 and El Pinche Podcast.
2024 is your year, guys.
Got that?